We create different ways for you to give back.
We connect donors with community wishes and dreams.
Our grants touch a lot of people.
The foundation sees how it all fits together.
So Community Living Selkirk is a nonprofit organization that supports adults with disabilities within the community. We've received money for projects such as when we've opened a new home, all the furniture and appliances were purchased through Selkirk and District Foundation money. Our hall, which is an income property for us, which we rent out, we got all the equipment for our facility so that when we rent it, there's tables and chairs. About 10 years ago, the foundation contributed to our major renovation at our day program. As an organization, we have a small network of people that we connect with through families and people that know about what we do. The difficulty for our organization is community living is something we don't advertise. We don't put signs on the homes we open. We don't talk about our project a lot because we want people to fit into their neighborhoods without being labeled. So connecting with people, people don't realize how large we are, how much help we need to be able to keep growing. By connecting with a foundation that looks at lots of different programs, donors come in, they put their money in, and that then is filtered through the program. So it opens up the doors for us to communicate what our needs are and wants are.
I'm the Executive Director of Nova House, the women's shelter for the Interlake and Northeast Man regions. Our relationship with the Selkirk and District Community Foundation has been one of partnership over the last number of years. We've been very lucky to be able to not only receive funds from them for other programs, but also have them manage our Dare to Dream Fund, which is fantastic for us. It provides us with a lot more interest than we would ever get if we were doing it by ourselves. And they look after all of the administration piece for that and give us a check once a year that we can donate. The Dare to Dream Fund is a fund that was established by George Smith. So one of our wonderful volunteers, in his will, he left us $10,000 to use towards a Dare to Dream fund for any client who had come through the shelter and used our services, who wanted to continue their education in any way.
So I did 3 years of university courses in 1 year, and I basically did the applied counseling program at the University of Manitoba. The Dare to Dream Fund basically allowed me to put a deposit on a new apartment for me and my children, and also, you know, I had a lot of vehicle repairs to do on my van, and I would not be able to attend school if I didn't have my vehicle. It's helping women change their lives that have gone through domestic violence. You know, they've had probably everything taken away from them, so they don't have a lot. And for them to go back to school is already a huge effort, and to be able to have some assistance with that just makes it a little bit easier. And they're also teaching their children what to do with their futures, and so it's money that will continue to give on to the next generation also.
It's helping my children see that you can go to school and have a future, and there are people out there that are helping.
Women have been able to fulfill their dream. We have a licensed practical nurse, we have a nurse's aide, we have a young woman working on her social work degree, we have another woman working on her teacher's assistant certificate.
Boss Guitar Works is a really interesting program run at the school where kids make electric guitars, and we use those guitars almost like a funding agency, almost along the same lines as the foundation, to help other people. We have donated 10 guitars to 10 charities, and then we donated all the proceeds from the guitar auction to the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. We've raised $49,500 in the last 12 months. There's no way they can hand over a check for $2,100 to anybody, but they can have a guitar over that they can make for a fairly reasonable price, and they give that instead. And then it's up to other people to do good things with it, just like the foundation has given us a chance to use some of funds, and we've been able to use those funds to do good things.
Thanks you. The architect thanks you. The content designer thanks you.
Philanthropy for our kids is now becoming something that is a normal activity. Just like you'd be a basketball player or in the band, it's normal to create guitars and to use that money to do good things. So the interesting part is when these kids get to be university aged, or they get to go on to run their own businesses or work in businesses or whatever organization, and they have access to money or time or resources, they're going to have in their head, they will already lay the groundwork for how to give and help.
I think the foundation has the capacity to look at the entire community as a whole and evaluate the needs of each organization on an annual basis.
People think of the Community Foundation as a very well thought of organization. The people that are on the board are well thought of, and people are more anxious to give their money to that than they are to small groups.
And one of the things that we really want to do is turn our school, I want to turn Cole Selkirk Junior High into a facility that our whole community can be proud of. And I think the foundation's help is allowing us to do those sorts of things.
We are